There's really only one thing that she truly loves, and that is sunsets. Than me, like she was just completely invested in me. Start. This is my young, very young, beautiful mother. She had this, look at this coat. I mean, talk about a coat. And just so happy and just gorgeous, you know? Me. Super blonde as I was when I was little, and, you know, not colored like them at all. But how she finds like peace in the world is sitting and watching a sunset. She would just do it day after day. This is like quintessential my mom, goofy, just, this is like my favorite picture of her ever. Because I remember this, I was like Russell's age, I was like 4. She's just trying to make me laugh, you know? So cute. It's good stuff.
Hi, honey. I am so happy for you. I was thrilled to get Jen's call this morning, and so happy to know that everything went well. I'm just thrilled. Oh gosh, I've prayed for you and prayed for you. And I'm so happy to know that you're doing great. The baby's doing great. 9 pounds, 2 ounces. Good boy.
His middle name is Griffin, which is my mom's maiden name. And I'm just so thankful that we did that, because I didn't know that she was never going to get to hold him. I didn't know she was going to be gone. And, you know, now he's got some of her with him. Yeah. Yeah. She was everything. I mean, when you have a single parent, she's everything, right? Like, she's the person that you laugh with. She's the person that you cry with. She was the person that I would be angry at, you know? Like, she was everything. There wasn't anything that she wasn't to me, so. Went to the hospital on May 20th for the first time. At that point, she had rapid heart rate, shortness of breath, and a fever, and she was negative. And it's quite possible that she's going to become positive at any moment, any day. So we'll keep testing her. And it was about a little over a week after that then she was positive, and she was in the ICU. The last thing that she said to me, "It's not going to win. I'm fighting." And then I didn't get to talk to her anymore. The day that she died, they let me video conference with her. And like, I got to say the things that you would want to say, but she wasn't responsive at all. Like, she didn't even twitch a finger. I don't know that she heard me. I want to believe that she did. But I wouldn't call that closure.
I love you, sweetie. I hope you're doing something relaxing and fun. And I love little Russell and little Miles and Joe. And I'm so happy you have your little family. I think it's just the best miracle of all. So, have fun, sweetie. Bye-bye.
And I kept thinking, well, you're doing this with so many people. It's not just my mom. And just thinking about all that was going on in that ICU that I couldn't be in safely to be with her, and how many people were like this. And then to come out of it and still have our leaders playing it off like it's not a big deal. like people are just gonna get over it. It's extraordinarily offensive to those of us who've seen people die from it and how awful it is, right? So just out of all of that, I thought I want to make it for something, not for nothing. And so I'm doing that by collecting pictures of people who have passed away, and I'm taking them to the Capitol to put faces to the numbers, because the numbers keep growing and it doesn't seem to have much effect on people. These are going to be handed out to the top officials, so the governor, the speaker, on both sides of the chamber. I'm going to attempt to say, here are people who have died from COVID. You know, these are all Missourians, and there's going to be more of them if we don't get on top of this and, you know, put common sense mandates in place, like wearing a mask. It's a lot to say to strangers. It just sucks. It just sucks that it even has to be said. And I just wanted to say it well. I want to carry the message well and in a way that, like, I'm angry, but I don't want to just come off as angry. I want people to be like, yeah, I see what she's saying, and we can do better, and then do better, you know, instead of just, ooh, that girl's scorned, you know. I don't want it that way, even though I am scorned, but I don't know.
So good luck, buddy.
Bye, Mom. Bye, sweet boy.
And you. Have a good day.
All right. There we go. Get my bag. Put all the flyers in my statement. Okay. Just gonna set that in there. I feel like it'll be okay.
I'll give a quick intro as to. Such a good picture.
When Governor Mike Parson initially called this special legislative session, it was clear that his purpose was not to address violent crime, but to change the subject from his disastrous leadership during the COVID-19 pandemic. I wanted to invite you here today to make this personal, because it seems Governor Parson may need a reminder that when we discuss COVID-19, we should be thinking more than just numbers. We should be looking at faces.
My mother lost her battle with COVID-19 on June 6th while in an ICU in St. Louis, Missouri. The last thing that my mother said to me was, "It's not going to win, I'm fighting." And 4 days later, she was dead. COVID families have had enough. It is not acceptable to talk about this virus like it is easily gotten over. It is clear, common sense to protect our communities and the families in them by wearing masks. I am speaking out not only for those we have lost, but for those we still stand to lose. We are not going away until Governor Parson and our elected officials do their jobs and protect additional families from experiencing the pain that we have unnecessarily.
Yeah, very even.
Okay.
It was good.
Okay.
Just enough emotion, you know? 'Cause it's real. Yeah. You did so great.
That was
Your mom
exhausting.
would be so proud of
I
you.
know she did. I know. And she was like, their picture was right there. It was killing me. Like more than I could handle. Ugh. I know. She's like ear to ear smile right now.
Good trouble.
Yeah, good trouble. Yeah. Hi. I'd like to speak to Speaker Har.
He is not in today.
He is not here, actually.
Not here. Okay. Can I leave this? I would like to speak to Governor Parson.
He's not here right now.
He's not here.
No.
So these are pictures of Missourians who have died from COVID-19. He actually knows this is my mother, and he actually knows my mother. The others vary in age and everything. I'd like to urge him to bring up policy that will require masks in all public spaces, including schools, is to try to prevent additional unnecessary deaths.
Right. I will pass the information on.
Okay. I will make sure he gets this.
Please do.
Thank you. Thank you. Have a good day.
We'll pass the information on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Back. Hi. No. Some very nice assistance. I just hope that the right people hear it, the right people decide to care and do something. That's it. That's it. Based on what I saw today, I wouldn't call this finished at all. Really shocking to me how many people at the Capitol don't care and aren't taking it seriously. I thought people were taking it more seriously, and I was wrong, so.
I haven't seen any policy come out. I haven't seen anything. It's like a complete lack of policy is what we are dealing with in Missouri. And we have no idea who is going to die, who's going to have long-term repercussions physically. We have to give our medical and our scientific community time to figure out what this is and how we can live with it, you know? I think we have to figure out how to live with it. It's not a big ask. That's what gets me. Like, it's not a big ask. Treat people with the same decency you would want them to treat you with. I'm actually infuriated that I have to say these things. You know, like, that it's even necessary to go and do this is insanity to me.
So anyway, I'm safe and sound, right now, and I'm very, very, very grateful. Bye-bye.